Welcome to One Chapter, One Thought. I'm Pastor Chris from Lincroft Bible Church in New Jersey, and every weekday I read one chapter of the Bible and offer one brief devotional thought. Today's reading is from the book of Proverbs, chapter 24. Don't envy evil people or desire their company, for their hearts plot violence, and their words always stir up trouble. A house is built by wisdom and becomes strong through good sense. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with all sorts of precious riches and valuables. The wise are mightier than the strong, and those with knowledge grow stronger and stronger. So don't go to war without good advice. Victory depends on having many advisers. Wisdom is too lofty for fools. Among leaders at the city gate they have nothing to say. A person who plans evil will get a reputation as a troublemaker. The schemes of a fool are sinful. Everybody detests a mocker. If you fail under pressure, your strength is too small. Rescue those who are unjustly sentenced to death. Save them as they stagger to their death. Don't excuse yourself by saying, "Look, we didn't know." For God understands all hearts and He sees you. He who guards your soul knows you well. He will repay all people as their actions deserve. My child, eat honey, for it is good, and the honeycomb is sweet to the taste. In the same way, wisdom is sweet to your soul. If you find it, you will have a bright future, and your hopes will not be cut short. Don't wait in ambush at the home of the godly. Don't raid the house where the godly live. The godly may trip 7 times, but they will get up again. But one disaster is enough to overthrow the wicked. Don't rejoice when your enemies fall. Don't be happy when they stumble. For the Lord will be displeased with you, and will turn His anger away from them. Don't fret because of evildoers. Don't envy the wicked, for evil people have no future. The light of the wicked will be snuffed out. My child, fear the Lord and the King. Don't associate with rebels, for disaster will hit them suddenly. Who knows what punishment will come from the Lord and the King? Here are some further sayings of the wise. It is wrong to show favoritism when passing judgment. A judge who says to the wicked, "You are innocent," will be cursed by many people and denounced by the nations. But it will go well for those who convict the guilty. Rich blessings will be showered on them. An honest answer is like a kiss of friendship. Do your planning and prepare your fields before building your house. Don't testify against your neighbors without cause. Don't lie about them. And don't say, "Now I can pay them back for what they've done to me. I'll get even with them." I walked by the field of a lazy person, the vineyard of one who has no common sense. I saw that it was overgrown with nettles, it was covered with weeds, and its walls were broken down. Then, as I looked and thought about it, I learned this lesson. A little extra sleep, a little more slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit. Scarcity will attack you like an armed robber. One thought. Proverbs is very concerned with the right steps, the right ordering of things, the right way to go about life. The fool in the book is often characterized as someone who rushes into things, someone who's impulsive, someone who wants what they want, and they want it now. But the wise, on the other hand, prepare, and they take the right steps. And that is exemplified here in Proverbs 24:27. It says, "Do your planning and prepare your fields before building your house." In other words, the wise person lays a foundation for a good life. Wise people first make ready what God has provided to them, and then, after that, they build their house. Now, the word house in Hebrew doesn't just mean a physical structure. It can have a range of meanings and include a range of things. So in some instances, it means something like household, or really your life, building your life. But the house or home in some Hebrew verses in the Old Testament include someone's family, someone's goods, and the literal house that they're living in. It was the entire package. And so What Solomon is saying here is that if you want a good life, you need to prepare for it. So what does preparation look like in our context? Because most of us are not having to prepare our fields. Most of us are not farmers. And so what does this principle, though, of laying a good foundation look like for us in our modern Western context? Well, I think, first of all, it means education or training. Can you build a career? Do you have the credentials to get a good job? Obviously, not everybody needs to go to college, and yet even those that go into the trades often have to go to trade school, often have to go to training programs, often have to get certificates. It's just a fact of life these days. And so are you doing what it takes in order to get a job that you can provide for yourself and for others? Or are you going to be consigned to just minimum wage jobs and bouncing around to those? So get the education, get the training you need to build a good life for yourself. Also, though, another huge component of laying a good foundation is living in purity. We date, we get engaged, get married, and then have sex and children. Sexual impurity, such as having children out of wedlock, or the guilt of abortion because that happened, that will set your life back. That is not building a strong foundation. And so are you living a pure life in order to be ready to have a real relationship with someone, to get married and have a family? And most importantly, your character. Are you working twice as hard on your character as you are on your skills? Godliness and wisdom are by far the best preparation for life. Foolishness, though, will ruin your life, but the pursuit of wisdom will only benefit you no matter what work you go into, no matter who you end up with. Wisdom applies at all times.